How you doing? And welcome to another episode of Crazy Abe's Reviews. And this review, I will not be reviewing a beard product or anything hemp or cannabis related or caffeine. I will be reviewing, however, something that is a New York essential if you take mass transit slash public transportation. So, if you're getting around public transportation or mass transit in New York City, which is the fastest way to get around because of how uh, crowded the streets are at any given time, s- um, headphone, any sort of headphones that will allow you to drown yourself into some good tunes or a podcast are very important in helping you find your space and just being able to disconnect yourself from the mass in a train or bus, whichever. It's where it gives you a little bit of a peace of mind. Now, quality of the headphones is very important when you look at things like the sound quality and battery life. So, I'm going to be comparing two pairs of headphones that I have, and both of them are very different as far as what I paid for them and what the value on them is. So I have obviously everyone has heard of Apple's AirPod Pros. They Apple always has a bunch of products, and they have their own essentially what I consider a cult at this point of product users. The other ones are the status between Pro. These are both two very different products, even though they're both wireless case charge headphones. And I'm going to break down why. One thing I'll say someone who has used an iPad, a MacBook, currently has an iPhone, and has one of these, I'll just say this: Apple products are overrated and overpriced. And in this review, I'm gonna break it down of why these are certainly not worth the money that you end up spending on, and why it's better to look at companies like Status or other audio companies that are really focused on products that are essentially engineered for the quality that they provide, and not so much as a brand or marketing gimmick. So let's break it down. I'm going to get into the technical specs of the AirPods Pro. They're in a silicone case because mine are kind of beat up, and that's one thing I'm going to bring up. So let's break it down. Um, so AirPod models. Quick There's a quick look. Let me just break down into they are um, they provide 6 hours of listening on one charge, meaning which if you don't put your headphones in the charging case for 6 hours, that's how long you'll get as far as battery life goes. Up to 30 hours total as far with the charging case. So that means you get 5 charges per battery charge of this actual thing. Um, let's see. The audio technology, active noise cancellation, adaptive transparency, adaptive EQ, custom high excursion Apple driver, uh, custom rare dynamic range amplifier, personal uh, spatial audio with dynamic head tracking, vent system for pressure equalization. Um, Sensors, skin detect sensor, motion detect sensor, speech detecting sensor, touch control, microphones, dual beam forming mics, inward facing microphone, um, and the chip, H2 headphone chip. So pre- pretty much it's the that's essentially what it comes down to, the specs wise. um, as far as what you're paying for them, the cheapest you'll find, and I'm going to question if it's a real legit or working product if you're getting it for $150, but the average is between $200 to $250, maybe 100 something if you find it on sale or uh, overstock, or I don't know, but generally it's hard to find these things under $200. So let's get in between the status in between pros. 12 to 36 hours of continuous music playback, a hybrid triple driver, two balanced armature drivers, one dynamic driver in each earbud, ultra wide frequency response with stunning clarity, water resistant, uh, generally. So pretty much each headphone charge that you get on these, it's about 12 hours without throwing it in the case, but a total of 36 hours, which is about 6 hours more. Now, cost wise, they retail between they put them out on the average for $149. They always have some sort of sale. Their retail value is $169, so you never pay more than over that. I got a sale during the holidays on these for about $70, so way less. My AirPods Pro, I believe I ended up paying them for about $250. So let's let's really look at the products themselves. This is my very beat up AirPods. What the case looks like. As you can, like I said, they are pretty beat up. Um, this is actually what the Airbud looks like. If you've never seen a pair of AirBuds, there they are out of the case. Um, they practically magnetically go in, and you can just. So yeah, ideally you should get a case as soon as you get a pair of these because they will scratch up very, very easily. Something I very much don't like about them. Um, the in between pros. So here they are in a case. Here they are. It can be one. The only thing I really can say negatively about this, like, there can be a bit of a pain in the ass to take out and put back in, just because they are a little bit. They're oddly shaped. Like the way they. So, or at least this is not like something on the. They're a little bit different as far as the way they're designed itself. So, what I will say, these are definitely way better, and they're way worth what you pay for them, even if you pay full retail value on them, than these. At this point, I'll say that first off, they these the without a charge, the between pros last twice as long as this. Now, even the charging case lasts 6 hours longer. With my experience, I there are times I forgot to charge these, and right at the moment I really could have used them, they crapped out on me. Now that's technically my fault, but like I said, I would have to charge these more frequently. These I can count on my fingers the amount of times I had to recharge them, just because most of the time I'm using them is during my commute or when I'm traveling by public transit. And like I said, it takes a while before this is totally out of juice. Uh, Price wise, well, sound quality wise, let me really get into that. So honestly, I, the noise cancellation is great on these, but as far as like the sound quality, I feel sometimes these very much lack. I don't always get I don't, I personally feel I don't, the actual sound quality and the listening experience is definitely way overrated and oversold by Apple when it's really mostly crap. in my opinion. Well, it's not totally crap, but it's garbage for what you pay for. It's overrated. It's not as great as compared to these. The sound quality, oh, I can really, there's such a great clarity. Like you really can listen to, for me, I listen to a lot of rock, and I can really hear everything from the riffs to the drum beats to the bass. I can hear everything with crystal clear quality, and it really, it's like being there, but better. It's just like, I feel like of all the headphones I have ever used, these are the best sound quality of all the headphones. Like you can, there, I really never gotten anything more crystal clear as far as listening wise than these. And I think just because this is a company that's audio engineered, people who love music, who know how, who are engineers and pretty much know how to do this right, and they're focused on the actual tech and actual product than just trying to make something edgy and cool and something with bright colors or a gimmick of some sort. And it's great if you partner up with a charity, but at least if you don't using justifying, oh, we're going to sell you this product for X amount with the special edition product, and X amount of dollars is going to go back to this cause. Usually they give you a tiny bit of money, and they mostly make a huge chunk of profits. It's very rare, and they sell a product with a little logo, some color scheme. I personally think that's horrible, and I'm not talking about Apple here. I'm talking about another company or two. Uh, so overall, I'll just say this: pick up a pair of these if you want to. Either you want a pair of better headphones if you travel and you want just something to really jam it, listen to something you can listen to really jam to. And whether you're on a flight, whether you're in a cab ride, whether you're um, a, a New Yorker like me and hopping on a bus or train. And that, if first off, if you pay 169 for these, you're still paying. It's still a great deal. But if when you do find in a month sale, especially around the holidays, when they go for half of what they retail value wise, you're really getting an amazing deal. So that's something to consider. Um, I'll definitely. And just be mindful that a lot of these companies that rely on their brand name, Apple, Beats, I'm trying to think of who else, Skull Candy, they all, it's, they have a decent product. I'm not going to say they're horrible, but you're definitely overpaying for them. And you're definitely getting a subpar product compared to when you get a pair of some audio engineered brand like Status. You So I don't think there's much else I can say about that. Until next time, this is crazy. Oh yeah, if you do like this content or any of the other content that I put out, don't forget to like, subscribe, and you know what? Here's the for the comment section. What is the most overpaid product that you've paid? It doesn't that you paid more for the brand name than the actual product. Um, it could be something tech related. It could be a pair of headphones. It could be a pair of a beard product. If you're a 420er, if you use the bigger name of cannabis and compared to a smaller grower, let me know. Because we do find that when you have a big name of a company, they usually rely more on the brand name, and you find yourself that you've been sort of gypped. But anyway, I'm going to end here. Thank you guys for joining me. And like I said, if you like this or any other videos I put out, like, subscribe, shoot a comment or two. And thank you again for joining me. This is Crazy Abe saying, stay bearded, stay beautiful, stay high, and stay fly. Cheers, guys.